It gives me great privilege and honor for hosting Dr. Barlingay on the Atria campus here in Bangalore. As you would know, Dr. Barlingay is the CEO of IIT Madras CDOT Samgnya Technologies Foundation. And what brings him today is an MOU that we have signed between Atria and IIT Madras CDOT Samgnya Foundation. But really, it's always an extreme privilege for me personally to meet him because he is a wealth and fountainhead of information and experience. And this interaction is really to share his wisdom and insights with you. So once again, welcome, Dr. Barlingay, to the Atria campus. I'll start off by asking, what got you into this field of quantum communications?
Okay, so thank you so much, Santosh ji, and I am privileged, honored, and humbled to be in your campus. This is a beautiful campus that you have. Great, you can say, facilities, faculty, students, and supreme management. I'll say very visionary management that you have. To answer your question, how I got into quantum communication, I have been, you can say, an electronics engineer. I was a national awardee for my master's, was doing my PhD in wireless communication. So basically a communications person. And I have nearly 35-40 years in, you can say, in industry corporates. I have been, you can say, managing director before in one organization in Hyderabad, managing India and South Asia. I have been a vice president and I have been a global head of connected products and IoT at Schneider and L&T before. So I have been into this IoT as well as communication from the very beginning. And earlier, I have been designing drones and swarm drones and kamikaze drones and you can say foldable drones and all those. So basically swarm intelligence was one very important aspect. So we have been working on quantum communication from a lot of time frame, maybe another 3-4 years. And especially when this opportunity came in at IIT Madras, I felt that this is the right opportunity for me because I felt after spending 35-40 years in industry, time has come that I should give back to society. I should give back to my country, my nation, my people. So this was one of the very important, you can say, thing that I felt. At the same time, as you know that IIT Madras is hosting this National Hub for Quantum Communication, which is known as IIT Madras CDOT Samgnya Technologies Foundation. And we have been set up by Government of India, Department of Science and Technology. So my main motivation was to contribute to nation, to make my nation, you can say, quantum safe and secure my nation, my people. And that was the main motivation of coming here and giving back to my country.
Fantastic, fantastic. And I love this way you said about giving back, and the pride is there when you're saying my people and at the same time giving back. So connected to that is, so what do you feel in India are the interesting use cases, the specific use cases in quantum which you feel we should get engaged in?
So quantum offers a lot of opportunities in multiple areas. So especially if I'm limiting myself to not the entire quantum technologies, but just quantum communication per se, then quantum communication is because it offers, you can say, the secure part of it. And with harvest now, decrypt later coming up, also the quantum computer being thought of coming up by 2029, there is an urgent need of, you can say, and we don't have time, unfortunately, in our hands to go ahead and secure the various data that is being generated by different domains and sectors. For example, the intelligence communication, the defense communication, the BFSI communication, or the banking transactions that happen. Then the ports, or the, you can say, the utilities, power grids, and so on and so forth. All of them are generating, or the diplomatic communication for that matter. So lot of this data is getting generated every second, every minute. And this data has a, you can say, it has to be maintained for validity of 15 years, 20 years kind of thing. So from that perspective, so much of data is getting generated and we need to secure this particular data. And so the use cases and applications are all in these domains. like I said, defense, health tech, banking and finance, utilities, power grid, and so on and so forth. So we have a lot to do and lot of use cases, lot of applications. And earlier we have been looking at classical communication. With quantum communication, what are the products that need to be developed, how it will work hand in hand with classical communication, how are we going to secure our communication going forward, if not earlier. All these things, you can say, are very challenging, and this offers the entire India and especially university like Atria a great opportunity to contribute in this area, irrespective of any sector or domain.
Fantastic. So my next question is really connected to that, but want to acknowledge the mission mode that you are in to make our country quantum safe, and really salute you for that. So, like you said, it's an opportunity for Atria. So, how do you see the national mission and its role connecting with what we are doing in Atria, and what do you see in Atria which makes you believe we are the right partners to have in this mission?
Uh, After coming to Atria, one of the things that I observed was the vision of management, which is very important because they give the strategic guidance and direction. Another is especially the agility and the zeal and passion which is coming out from the faculties here. The students are also very, you can say, interested in learning these things. That is one part. Another is especially I looked at Beyonders as a program, and this Beyonders program is looking beyond, having thinking beyond. So from that thinking beyond kind of perspective, whether it is startups, whether it is technologies, whether it is products, how can we make ourselves better than what we were today? So that you can say that aspect of continuously trying to excel and trying to be better than earlier is, I think, one very important aspect that Atria is showing. Third, I think that since you are already, Atria is already getting into, you can say, setting up the quantum labs or creating centers of excellence across the different technology stacks of quantum. It offers tremendous opportunities in capacity building, especially because professors are getting trained up. They will go ahead and, like a dominoes kind of thing, they will go ahead and they will train the trainers, they will train other faculties, they will train students. This also center can become a kind of hub for the nearby institutions to get trained in quantum technologies. At the same time, why even limit it to the nearby? You can look at the entire Karnataka, India, or even globally for that matter. So there is a tremendous dearth in capacity building. There is a dearth in, you can say, understanding what labs are needed, what centers of excellence are needed, what is the experiments that have to be done, what are the outcomes of those. So I think Atria has a supremely great opportunity of getting into it earlier than others and be a leader rather than be a follower. So I think whether it is technology development, whether it is products, whether it is startups, whether it is capacity building, whether it is collaboration. As you said, you are already, you can say, in discussion with Raman Research Institute. You are already in discussion with other, you can say, organizations, or even Karnataka Task Force. I think that is a very great opportunity. At the same time, national test bed being set up already from Chennai to Bangalore, that can offer you a great opportunity to get connected to the national test bed and do experimentation in live, validate your products or develop your products based on that. So I think the opportunities are limitless as we go forward, and as we work together. I think more and more opportunities will come up, and I look forward to working with you on that.
Thank you so much. And it's your energy and passion and our chairman, Dr. Sundaraju's vision, which is the right blend of where we need to go to. And thanks so much for looking at Atria as part of the hub and expanding, because as you rightly said, India has a unique position to take right now, and the capacity if we build here eventually will roll out to the world also. So on that, slightly the nuance you already talked about how, and that's one more thing I love about talking to you. You always look at applications and customize applications. Maybe if you can share a little bit of that philosophy of yours when you are saying that there will be customized packages and applications for different industries. So what's the kind of hands-on exposure will these industries and faculty get once we do this capacity build up?
Yeah, so from my perspective, what is very important is that one size fits all doesn't work in this. So some faculties may be looking at quantum communication, some may be looking at quantum computing, some may be looking at quantum metrology and sensing, some may be looking at working on quantum materials. So basically, these are even quantum algorithms. So these are different domains and sectors, one thing. Second, if I'm looking at it, even from the different sectors which need this knowledge. So, say for example, banking. So, what is needed by RBI may not be needed by SBI. What is needed by SBI may not be needed by BSE or NSE. So, even within sectors, there are very specific or tailored kind of, you can say, expectations. At the same time, if I'm looking at the structure of the management, what is needed by the topmost management is basically they want to only understand the quantum, its impact on their organization, and what decisions they should take to ensure that they are quantum safe. If at a senior management, they may look at what are the tools or what are the, you can say, things that they need to look at, what are the infrastructural changes that they need to look at. If you look at, say, middle management, they might be looking at how to actually do these things, how to make their organization much more secure. And if you look at the junior management or kind of people, they will be looking more so on hands-on kind of training to things to make their organization actually quantum safe. So basically, even in an organization across the different layers, the requirements will be different. So it may range from, say, 1 day for, say, at the top management to, say, 2-3 days for, say, senior management, to maybe a week or 2 weeks for the middle management, to maybe 3-4 weeks for the, you can say, junior management. So, and with hands-on also for junior management. So there has to be a blend of, you can say, theory and hands-on. So we have to really look at the customization and tailoring the things as to for what level, what kind of hands-on is required, what kind of, you can say, background information is required. So that theory, and we have to have that proper blend being made of the theory as well as practical. So similarly, if you look at, say, defense requirements are very different from the banking requirements, because they might be looking more so at the interception side of it. They might be looking more so at, you can say, the intelligence part of it. So their requirements might be very different. Similarly, within defense also, different, you can say, divisions or different, you can say, segments of defense might be looking at different aspects of quantum. Whether they will be looking at quantum computing or quantum materials or quantum communication, that is very different. If you look at maybe, say, for example, health. So the way central government might be looking at health and the way state governments might be looking at health might be different. Similarly, the pharmacy, similarly the hospitals, and so on and so forth. So the records part of it. So all those things are very different. So what I'm saying here is that maybe what can be looked at is creating some standard packages of different levels, and you can say for the basic, foundational, intermediate, then maybe much more detailed, advanced kind of thing. And at the same time, internally also customizing and tailoring those packages for different sectors and domains as per their requirement, because everybody's requirement is different. So from that perspective, Atria can be the real lighthouse in this area, in giving a direction, in creating those packages, in ensuring that proper faculties are being trained. At the same time, proper, you can say, directions are given to these different governments or corporates or industries, or you can say different sectors, and helping them go very fast. The essence is of time. We don't have time in our hands, and I am very sure with the chairman, Dr. C.S. Sundarraju's vision. So definitely Atria can make it happen. I am very confident about it.
Thank you so much. And like Chairman was saying, that the one of the things we love about you is that when you're speaking, you are giving us a goal and also giving us a vision. So I love the thing about Lighthouse, which you talked about, and we'll surely rise up to that vision. So you talked about India, making India safe as your mission, and also the quantum missions thing. And one of your passions is quantum communication and how it will make sure that our facilities are getting safe. So could you share how communications will become safe once we apply quantum communication on it?
Yeah, absolutely. If you look at classical communication, that is more so a kind of electronic communication that happened. And especially we are applying some algorithms, like say, to be a bit technical, RSA and ECC kind of algorithms. But these are basically mathematical algorithms. And if I want to, and the data that gets encrypted with these RSA are basically mathematically kind of encryption. Now, if I want to break this with classical computers, it may take some years, maybe 10 years, 100 years, 1000 years, whatever, to break these algorithms and to decrypt it. But when I am looking at quantum computer can decrypt this information within a matter of seconds or minutes. Why? It is not because quantum computers are essentially faster in nature. It is because of the way they do certain things. It may not be a faster kind of thing, but the way, because they might be computing things parallelly and not exactly sequentially in nature. From that angle, quantum computers will decrypt this data in, you can say, same data in seconds, mathematical algorithms data, or the data that we are sending from one node to another. What we are trying to do is we are converting, or we are adding a layer of physics on the top of it, on the top of mathematics. And in due to the laws of physics, especially when we are working on the photonics part of it, there is a theorem known as no cloning theorem. So when we are, you can say, copying the data, which is moving from, you can say, point A to point B, I can be a man in the middle and I can copy the data and nobody can come to know about it. However, when I am applying quantum communication, the laws of physics prohibit it. Because the laws of physics, I cannot copy that information because of no cloning theorem. At the same time, if you are looking at the superposition or entanglement kind of thing, so because of superposition and entanglement also, this becomes impossible. So basically, I am not, you can say, saying that uh, this with the quantum communication, what is happening that I am making that communication absolutely unbreakable, absolutely unhackable, which is not possible in classical communication, because classical communication will get hacked at some point of time, it will get decrypted. So in quantum, this is not possible. And that is why when I say quantum, it is a secure kind of communication. It will be unbreakable and unhackable because of the addition of laws of physics on the top of it. And physics laws nobody can break. So this is one very important part of it. And so, irrespective of any sector or domain, we need to look at how can we implement this. And this can be done using two ways. One can be post-quantum cryptography, which is more so a kind of software kind of aspect. Another is the quantum key distribution, which is QKD part of it. So some countries are focusing on PQC, like say US. Some are focusing on QKD. But we as a country, we feel that we will have a hybrid model of PQC plus QKD so that the entire communication becomes absolutely secure and unbreakable and unhackable kind of thing. And this will happen not only, you can say, for some years, this will be for thousands and millions of years, it will be unbreakable.
Fantastic. Fantastic. Thank you so much. Thanks for sharing that.
Thank you.
The last question really is, what's the message you would like to give to our Atria students and also aspiring quantum professionals?
I think quantum today is at a junction where AI was 5 years before. That is one very important thing. 5 years before, if we would have spoken of AI, might be some people would have understood, some wouldn't have. But today, everybody is talking of Claude and ChatGPT and LLMs and SLMs and all those things. So that is one very important point that we need to understand if I am looking at as a visionary and looking at 5 years down the line. So 5 years down the line, quantum will be there where AI is today. That is number one. Number two, the best part of quantum is not restrictive. It is inclusive. And quantum is looking at physics students, mathematics students, chemistry students, biology students, electrical, electronics, mechanical, computer science, and so on and so forth. So it is not restrictive. So it is offering opportunities to students which are limitless. That is number two. Number three, if they are looking at real opportunities, all the domains are open for them. Whether it is defense, whether it is health, whether it is you can say BFSI, whether it is sports, whether it is power grids, or so on and so forth, governments. So all those areas are also open for them. So I feel quantum at this moment should be the thing that they should be aspiring to be quantum engineers, and maybe 5 years down the line when we meet again, maybe we can relook at what I said today should come to at after 5 years. But I feel uh, they should take quantum as their basic, you can say, course or minor course or maybe UG degree course, and they will have a lot of opportunities in coming days. And this is happening not only because, see, if I'm looking at even students otherwise, many students would like to go to abroad for studies or for jobs. So which are the countries which are really looking at, you can say, quantum? US, Europe, China, and Japan, and others. So these are the countries anywhere students want to go.
Correct.
So even from job or you can say career wise, study wise also, these are the countries that are going to be in focus in quantum in coming days. And quantum is going to disrupt the you can say the entire ecosystem in coming days. And I am quite sure about it. And the way National Quantum is doing this, and the kind of opportunity National Quantum Mission has given me to spread this message, I am grateful to National Quantum Mission also and Government of India to that they felt that I might be the right person to spread this message. So that is also something that I am grateful to, and definitely to the next generation, to the students. I feel that they have great opportunities, which might not have been when we were students.
Correct. Thank you. No, you're to the listeners, I am sure you have grasped the confidence which he is giving to you. As you know, Atria has an undergraduate course in quantum computing, which has already started. And we are shortly, thanks to Dr. Barlingay, starting quantum training for working professionals also, for aspiring students also. So that's starting as of September. The undergraduate course is already started. Thank you, Dr. Barlingay, for sharing so generously your insights and your wisdom, and for charging all us up to make sure that India is really quantum ready. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the opportunity, Atria team, as well as especially my special thanks go to Dr. C.S. Sundaraju, chairman and a visionary, and also to Santosh ji, you and Akshara, Dr. Akshara, and the entire faculty and staff here and students as well for giving me the opportunity. I definitely would love to, you can say, contribute more to Atria and its growth in quantum. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.